Happy Sunday, y'all. I want to tell you a little story about pushing through and about the enemy and all of those things, imposter syndrome, all of it. So this morning, if you followed me or any of my posts, you know that I wore this up when I spoke to the NFL, and this is my mom's shirt and then her little leopard brooch there. But anyway, squirrel. I get an opportunity at my church to do the giving talk every so often. And I got trained to do this, and you know what they want, the time, what they're looking for, all of that. And so this week was the week that I was giving my giving talk. It got rescheduled because I was at a celebration of life last Sunday. And so I wrote up everything that I thought I was going to say, and I sent it to our pastor's daughter, who's a friend of mine, and they're so wonderful. And she was just like, she said, it's not exactly what we're looking for. She's so kind, even when she's correcting you, which I love that. She's like, it's not exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for more of your personal experiences, you know, more of this. And I don't know where this came from. Actually, I do know where this came from. It's why I'm sharing it with you. It was the enemy, y'all. I was like, maybe I'm not cut out for this. I'm like, maybe, and I said it like, and I wasn't mean or anything, but I was like ready to quit. I was ready to quit. And I sent that back to her. I'm like, you know, I'm hesitant to, you know, talk about, you know, my stories, and because she asked for a personal story, and I had shared about a character in history that I love to teach about. And she said, no, we're looking for more of your personal stories. And I said, you know, I get a little squirrely sometimes talking about myself, and you know, maybe I should not do this. And she wrote back and she was like, we're not going to let you quit. Like, you can't quit. Like, you're good. Go back to the drawing board. I love you. And so I just left church, and what I went back with to her the second time was so powerful. And it hit. It was God's words, but it hit. And it was a story where God used me, but it wasn't about me, right? And all I remember in that moment where I wanted to quit was the enemy saying, you know, nobody wants to hear you talk about yourself. You know, you're so stuck on yourself. You know, you should just quit. You're not good at what you do. And that's what he was telling me. And I literally sent an email to my pastor's daughter and said, maybe I should not do this. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. And she was like, yes, you are. I will not allow you to quit. So here I am in my car after church. I'm jacked up because I got to give it the talk twice this morning. And it was all about the first time I went into a prison, that right before I went in, I saw a Facebook post that caused me to pivot at the last minute my message. And that was that I saw the Facebook post said, 10 generations forward, you're not even going to be a picture on somebody's wall. And your possessions will be sold off. Your great grandkids might not even know your name. But what will live on is how you love, how you give. And I showed a picture of the men in the prison that day because I asked them, who here 10 generations forward doesn't want their kids to make the same mistakes that they did? And they raised their hand. Who here wants to, you know, write letters to the people that you offended against and apologize? Who here wants to follow Jesus and be a different person? Who here wants to make sure their kids don't make the same mistakes? So I asked them to come forward and in the prison, and they did. And I showed a picture of that today, y'all. And it was powerful. And I just thought about the fact that I almost quit. I almost listened to the enemy where he said, nobody wants to hear you talk about yourself. You're a failure. You're stupid. You know, you're not talented. Just throw in the towel. Just quit. So I just want to remind you this week, I am Jack. Don't let the enemy, the itty bitty titty committee, the gremlins, don't let him and his minions and his demons, don't let them get in your head and let you quit and tell you you're not gifted, tell you you're not talented, not complete your assignment, because I can't even imagine now sitting in the audience and not doing that giving talk, what it would have felt like to say, I quit. I can't do it. I'm not qualified. I can't do it. And to listen to what the enemy said and believe him over the call of God. That is a whole sermon in 4 minutes and 49 seconds. So don't you dare this week, when you start doubting yourself, doubting your talents, doubting your gifts, doubting your calling, you remember that you are a child of the Most High God and that he loves you and you are called for a time such as this. Boom. Mic drop. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. And I'm just so dang grateful for you. Thanks for caring about what I think and what I have to say. Because I ain't listening to the devil. Love you guys.